Okay, welcome folks. We are looking today at a math quick questions video, looking at some papers for the 11 plus for all of you students preparing for the 11 plus for this year. It's aimed at the age group for 10 to 11. Okay, this is a 10-minute test. I will try to go through this test as quickly as possible to mimic the 10 minutes, but it's not always very easy for me to stick to the 10-minute limit because I'm actually teaching and not doing it by myself. So let's go. What number does the 5 represent in 25,643? So the 5 is in the thousands place value. So question number 1, the answer will be 5,000, which is D. Question number 2. Which of the following clocks shows the time 25 minutes before 1710? So if you have 1710 and you minus 10 minutes first of all, that will take us to 1700 hours. And we've still got another 15 minutes left to take away. Oops. So if we have to do 17, oops, that should be 17, excuse me, that should be 1700. So we've got another 15 minutes to take away. So 1700 minus 15 minutes will give us 1645. Okay, so that will be the answer for that one. So we're looking for 445 as one of our answers. So let's have a look at the clocks, and the clock will be A, because this clock here is 445. So clock A is the answer. Okay, which of the following shapes has exactly 3 lines of symmetry? For question number 3. Now 3 lines of symmetry is going to be a side, it's going to be the equilateral triangle, not the hexagon or the trapezium or the scaling triangle has no lines of symmetry. The isosceles triangle has 1. Okay, if this is going to be a regular shape, we have 6, and the scaling triangle will have 0 lines of symmetry. Okay, let's move on. Question number 4. Which of the arrows is pointing to 32.32 on the number line? So that's 32.3, 32.3. We got 35 here. That'll be 33132. That'll be C. That one. Round that to the nearest 20 pence. So we've got £13 and 35 pence and 35 pence. So if you put on a scale of 20s, so you have 0, 20, 40, halfway is 30, and our number is 35. So these are the 20 pences. So it'll be closest to 40. So the question number 5 will give us an answer of £13 and 40 pence. Question number 6. The diagram shows a rhombus. What is the size of angle A? Now these two angles here will add up to 180 degrees. Okay, so these two angles. So we need to do 180 minus the 62 to give us the missing angle, which is A. So that will give us 118. Let's move on. Circle the best estimate for the amount of water in the quarter-liter beaker. Now remember folks, quarter of a litre is 250 milliliters. So this is 250 over here. So this is a number slightly less than 250. So it can't be more than 250. It can't be really less than 250. So these numbers are too far down. It has to be a number close to 250, which is E will be the answer. Question number 8. The table shows a length of 5 songs. What is the total length of the first 3 songs? So we need to add up this time, and this time together. So we can do 3 minutes 45, 3 minutes 09, and 4 minutes 08. So we need to add up these times. So we have 45, add 9, that will give you 14, 14, add 8, that will give you 22, 4 add 2 is 6, 3 add 3 is 6, 6 add 4 is 10. So you have 10 minutes and 62 seconds. Well, we need to adjust that. That's really 11 minutes and 2 seconds instead. So question number 8 will give us 11 minutes and 2 seconds. Let's put that down. You can put 02 there if you like, or just 2. Question number 9. Song 6 is 90 seconds longer than the second longest song in the table. How long is song 6? So let's find out the second longest song in the table. So, okay, so the second longest song is the 4 minutes 8 seconds. So let's get our 4 minutes. and 8 seconds, and then we're going to add on to that 90 seconds. Well, 90 seconds is actually 1 minute and 30 seconds. So if we add them up, that will give you 5 minutes and 38 seconds. Okay, so which will be answer E for question number 9. Okay, hopefully everybody's got that so far. Let's quickly move on to question number 10. Okay, it says here, let me just change color a bit. All right, let's change for a different color. Let's go for a blue. 12 muffins contain 280 grams of flour, so it's like a ratio question. 12 muffins contain 280 grams of flour. How much flour do 9 muffins contain? So we've got to work from 12. I would say we work down to 3, and from 3 we work up to 9 as a ratio question. So 12 to 3 we divide by 4, and then from 3 to 9 we're going to times it by 3. This is a ratio question, so we're going to work that out. So if we go from 280, if we divide that by 4, so 280 divided by 4, if you want to work that mentally, halve it and halve it again. So 280 halved is 140, 140 halved is 70. And then 70 times by 3, what we're doing on the left, we're repeating on the right. This is called ratio, direct proportion. So that should give us 210 grams. So let's pop 210 grams over here. Okay, now question number 11. Change color again once more so you can see the difference in the questions. It says, what is this question? Now this question we must use the mathematical method. Oops, what's Bob? Okay, it's going to be not Bob, it's actually BODMAS. Okay, right, so what is 4 times by 6? Add 99 divided by 9. Now we have to do things in order: brackets, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction in that order. So the most powerful thing we have is division. So 99 divided by 9 will give us 11. That's the division done. Now we got here multiplication. So we do multiplication next. So 4 times by 6 is 24. Multiplication done. And the last thing that we got is addition, which is going to do now. So we got 24, add 11. That will give us an answer of 35. So question number 11 is 35. And we're using BODMAS. Okay, it's not BODMAS as I said earlier, that was just a slip of the tongue. Okay, it's BODMAS. Right, let's move on. Question number 12. Let's change color. Okay, let's go for dark. Circle the following. Which of the following is equal to 2,063 grams for question number 12? 2,063 grams. We got 2,063 grams. All of these are in kilograms. Put the decimal point at the end. Move back by 3 because we're going to divide it by 1,000 to change into grams. So that'll give us A. How many 5-pence pieces are there in £10? Well, in £10, times it by 100 first of all by adding 2 zeros. And then we're going to divide it by 5s to see how many 5p's will fit into that. So number 13. 0, remainder 1. So that'll give us 200 coins of that value. Let's change color again. Right, next question. How many factors of 40 are there? So 40, that will divide by 1. It will divide by 2. It won't divide by 3. It will divide by 4. It will divide by 5. And it will divide by 8. Okay, now what else? Number 9, 10. Yeah, it'll divide by 10 as well. Okay, it won't divide by 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It'll divide by 20. And last but not least, it'll divide by itself. So question number 14, if you add them all up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 factors. Now what is 2 sevenths of 367? So what we do here, we have to divide by the bottom number of the fraction, the denominator, and then we multiply it by the top number, which is the 2, the numerator. So let's get rid of this for the moment, this shouldn't be there. So 637 divided by 7, times it by 2, and that should give us an answer of 182. Okay, let's have a different color. Right, let's move on. Question number 16. The pentagon on the right is made from 5 identical triangles. What is the area of the pentagon? Now, we know the area of a triangle is equal to base times by the height divided by 2. So while the base is going to be this part here, this is the base, the bottom of the triangle. So that will be 16. The height is the one which is this one here, this is the height. That's going to be 11. And then we divide it by 2. Now we've got 5 of those triangles, so we have to times the answer by 5. So we can do a bit of cancelling here. Let's change color. So divide that by 2, divide that by 2. So you end up with 8 times by 11, which is 88. And then 88, you have to times it by the 5 over here to give us our final answer. And when we do that, we'll get answer 440. Okay, let's move on. One section of a pie chart represents 20% of the total. What is the size of the angle? So we've got to work out basically here 20% of the pie chart. And a pie chart contains 360 degrees. So to work out 20% of 360, we can opt for 10% first. 10% is 1/10, knock the 0 off. 10% is 36. So 20% will be double of that. Double of 36 will give us 72, which is answer is D. Let's move on. Line B is parallel to line A and goes through 2 points on the grid. Circle the 2 points that line B can go through for question 18. So it'll be between, let's have a look. Okay, I should really be using a ruler option there. So right, that's the right line. So the answer will be question B, part B. So the word parallel means at the same distance at all points. So from here to here, same distance. Just think of it like rail tracks. There was same distance apart. Question number 19. Question number 19, the mean. The mean means add them all up and divide it by how many they are. In my previous video, I just mentioned means all about adding. What I meant is also divide as well, so I missed that out. So apologies for that in the previous video. So let's add them all up. Let's add these all up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values. So we divide it by 5, and that will give you the mean. So mean is always about adding up your data values and dividing by how many data values you have. So number 19, if we add them all up, that should give us a total of 6 or 5. We're going to divide it by 5 data values, giving us a result of 121. Let's move on to question number 20. Two of the angles in shape X are 54 and 126. Which of the following shapes could shape X be? Circle the correct option. Well, if we add up 126 and 54, that should give us 5, 7, 8. Okay, that's 10. That's it. Okay, so those two angles together, they already add up to 180 degrees. If it's 180 degrees and this is got two of the angles, well, the shape then can't be a triangle because triangles 3 sides add up to 180. So it can't be a triangle. It can't be a scalene triangle, number 20. Okay, it can't be a pentagon. Pentagons add up to more than 360, and these two shapes here, 54 and 126, are not the internal angles of a regular pentagon. So it will have to be a rectangle. Internal angles are all 90, 90, 90. So it will have to be a parallelogram, something that looks like this. And the angles would be here. And this will be like, for example, here, well, that would be the 126 angle, and that would be the 54. And these two angles add up to 180, and these two angles add up to 180 as well. Okay, question number 21. Let's move on. The nth term of a sequence can be found using the formula 3n minus 20. Okay, what is the sixth term? The number 6 goes into n. So 3 times by 6 is 18. And then you minus the 20. 18 minus 20 gives you minus 2. And we're on the last question now, near the end of our video. We've taken a bit more than 10 minutes. We are currently on roughly on 40 minutes, but obviously it takes more time to talk and explain the video. So apologies for the slightly longer video running time than the actual test time. Okay, the perimeter of the triangle is 17. Perimeter is the distance around the shape. So we've got to add all these up. So we've got 2x, add 1, add 3x minus 1, add 2. So let's add them all up. Okay, looks like I've got to crash into there. But let's see. Right, okay. 1, add minus 1 cancels out, to give you nothing, and that just gives you plus 2. 2x add 3x is 5x. I'm going to copy this down over here because that's just not very nice to have it on top of text. And the perimeter is equal to 17. Right, let's copy this all here because that's in the wrong place again. Apologies for writing stuff in the wrong place. Let's get the rubber. Let's get rid of all this. We need to make sure that you can understand what I'm trying to say. Alright, we've got to work out the value of x. So x has been times by 5, first action, add 2 second action. So you always move the last action first. So you have 17 minus 2, which is 15. And then the opposite times by 5 is divide by 5 both sides. So 15 divided by 5, so x will give us a value of 3. Okay, and that's the end of our video. Thank you very much, folks, for joining us on this video. If you like this video and it helps you, please subscribe to it. And if you want to receive notifications, please hit the bell. And if you have any comments or any corrections, please feel free to leave any comments below in the comments section. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video. And I hope this helps you to pass your 11+ exam. And good luck for the future. Thank you very much. Mr. Iqbal, 1-to-1 tutor.